let me know if this sounds familiar. You've got a massive to-do list sitting right in front of you. You know you should get to work, you know you should hit the gym, you know you should start that side project you've been dreaming about. But the moment you even think about starting, you feel this overwhelming weight, this heavy, crushing feeling of, I just can't. You open up your phone instead. You start scrolling. One video leads to another. You're not even laughing anymore, you're just looking. It's like you're searching for something, but you don't even know what it is. An hour goes by, then 2, and when you finally look up, you feel worse than you did before. You feel guilty, you feel defeated, you call yourself lazy. But what if I told you that you are not lazy? What if your brain is just playing a different game? A game you didn't sign up for? Think about it this way. Remember a time you were playing a video game you couldn't put down? Maybe it was a competitive multiplayer game where you always felt like the next round would be the one where you finally got that perfect play. Or maybe it was an adventure game where every corner you turned promised a new secret or a new piece of lore. At first, you weren't good. You died a lot. You failed. But you kept going, fueled by a promise. The promise of the next level. The promise of a powerful new weapon. The promise of finally beating that boss that had been frustrating you for days. The game was designed to give you a constant stream of tiny, satisfying rewards that kept you locked in a loop. It's called a core gameplay loop, and it's the most powerful force in modern entertainment. Now, let's talk about your life. You look at your to-do list, and what do you see? Not little rewards, not XP points. You just see clean the kitchen, do your taxes, work on that report. And there's no immediate reward. There's no little ding sound telling you you've leveled up after you wipe down the counter. So your brain, being a dopamine-seeking machine, says, hey, this game sucks. I'm not getting any points. Let's find a different game to play. And that's when you reach for your phone. And that's where the trap is set. The apps on your phone are designed with a much more powerful and much more sinister core gameplay loop. To understand this, we need to talk about something called reward prediction error. Now, that sounds complicated, but it's not. It's the single most important concept you need to grasp to hack your motivation. Your brain is only motivated to do something not because it's enjoyable, but because it predicts it might be enjoyable. A classic example is watching a sports game. You sit down to watch your favorite team play. The game is terrible. They are getting crushed. It's not fun. It's actually painful to watch. But you don't turn it off, do you? You keep watching. Why? Because you're holding on to a tiny, fragile little hope. The hope that your team might score. The hope that something good might happen. The motivation isn't the enjoyment, it's the anticipation. It's the hope that the negative feeling will be replaced by a positive one. Here's another example that hits even closer to home. Imagine I show you a hilarious meme on my phone. You laugh. It's a nice moment. You feel a little better and then you move on with your day. You probably don't feel a restless, desperate agitation to see another meme, right? But what happens when you're doom scrolling through social media by yourself? It's different, isn't it? You're scrolling, and most of the videos aren't even that good. In fact, they're slightly irritating. They're boring. This creates a tiny psychological pain, a constant state of mild discomfort. This is the agitation. And what does your brain do when it feels agitated? It searches for relief. It craves the antidote. It craves the one funny video, the one viral clip, the one post that will ease the pain. Dopamine isn't a reward for finding something funny. It's a reward for the relief from the boredom and discomfort you've been feeling all along. We've been gaslit into believing that our return to baseline is pleasure. This is the dopamine illusion. We're not addicted to pleasure. We're addicted to the anticipation of the relief from the agitation that the activity itself created in the first place. You are stuck in a game that you never win. You are just constantly searching for relief from the very thing that is causing your pain. And every single time you find it, it's just enough to keep you going. This is the core mechanic of the modern attention economy. And it's also the very thing we need to weaponize to make our real lives more motivating. Because the truth is, you're not missing any motivation. All the dopamine you need is already inside your brain. You just can't feel it. Your brain has been desensitized. Think of it this way. Your brain is a muscle, and like any muscle, it can get tired. If you spend all day lifting heavy weights, endless scrolling, instant gratification, constant distractions, then when it comes time to lift a lighter weight but more important weight, your real work, your goals, your life, that muscle is already too fatigued to do the job.
So how do we fix it? We resensitize our brains. We bring back our natural motivation. It's brutally simple, but it's not easy. The first step is a digital detox. I'm not going to ask you to quit everything cold turkey, but I am going to challenge you to try a simple experiment. For 1 week, I want you to make a conscious effort to stop mindless scrolling. Stop opening up social media apps and YouTube Shorts out of boredom. When you get the urge to grab your phone, just pause, take a deep breath, and ask yourself, am I doing this for pleasure, or am I just looking for relief from the agitation? It's like magic. You'll start to notice something amazing. On the days you don't start your morning by blasting your brain with a dopamine hit from your phone, you suddenly find it much easier to focus on real work. Your brain hasn't been overstimulated yet. It's calm. It's smooth. It's ready to do the slow, steady work of building something real. Now, that's just the acute benefit. The real long-term change comes after about 3 weeks. In my experience, if you can stick with this mindset for 21 days, things that you once found boring and tedious will start to feel engaging and exciting again. Learning, creating, exercising, and socializing, they'll all feel more rewarding. Why? Because your dopamine receptors have had a chance to heal. They can finally feel the natural, slow-release rewards of doing productive work. But here's the most important part. To truly hack your motivation, you can't just stop playing the old game. You have to start playing a new one, a game with a new, healthy core gameplay loop. You have to build it yourself. I've designed a simple 3-step framework for you. You can start using it right now. Step 1, visualize the win. Don't just think about what you have to do. Take 30 seconds and feel what it will be like once you're done. Close your eyes. Imagine the feeling of accomplishment when that email is finally sent. The feeling of peace when your kitchen is sparkling clean. The sense of strength after a tough workout. This isn't just wishful thinking. This is a powerful psychological tool. You are giving your brain a prediction of a reward. And remember, anticipation is motivation. Let's try it right now. Think of one thing on your to-do list that you've been putting off. Got it? Now close your eyes. Imagine the task is done. The feeling of relief. The weight is lifted. Hold on to that feeling. That's your first squirt of natural, healthy dopamine. Step 2, gamify the task. Bigger tasks feel overwhelming because the reward is too far away. You can't feel the dopamine from a reward that is a week or a month away. You have to create smaller rewards. You have to create mini-bosses. Let's go back to that task. Break it down into the smallest possible step. Don't write a report, just write the first paragraph. Don't clean the whole house, just clean your desk. The smaller the task, the faster the reward. And the faster the reward, the more motivated you'll feel. You can also use the Pomodoro technique. Work for 25 minutes, then take a 5-minute break. The 5-minute break is your micro reward. It's your treasure chest after defeating a mini-boss. This simple loop trains your brain to associate work with a predictable, satisfying reward. Now, step 3, acknowledge and reward yourself. When you finish a task, no matter how small, take a moment to celebrate. Don't just move on to the next thing. Say to yourself, "Great job, I did it." Or take a sip of coffee, or stretch. This simple act of acknowledgement reinforces the behavior. It makes your brain say, that felt good. Let's do that again. You are actively building a positive feedback loop. So let's look at the old game you were playing and the new one we just designed. The old game had a toxic core gameplay loop. You feel bored or agitated. You seek a quick external fix, like scrolling. The fix only provides temporary relief, which reinforces the boredom and agitation. You're trapped in a never-ending cycle of seeking something you can never truly have. The new game is a healthy core gameplay loop. You feel a lack of motivation. You visualize the win, breaking the task down into a small, achievable step. You complete the task and consciously acknowledge your accomplishment. You receive a real, natural dopamine release, which makes you more motivated for the next step. You are building momentum, not just seeking relief. The secret to curing your laziness isn't about finding more willpower. It's about changing the game you are playing. It's about building a better, healthier core gameplay loop that works with your brain's natural reward system, not against it. You are not lazy. You have the power to do amazing things. You just need to solve your dopamine. So here's my challenge to you. Start today. Pick one small thing you've been putting off. Apply the 3-step framework, visualize the win, gamify the task, and acknowledge your accomplishment. Let me know how it goes in the comments below. Remember, it's not about doing what you have to do. It's about making a choice to play a different game. A game where you, for once, get to make all the rules.